Hi Claire, as you know your locket is finished, so I will just give you a little rundown of how to open it and close it. Hopefully that'll help you be able to do it and so it doesn't break. So if you come down and have a look. So there's some of the images of things that are started with to make it come to life, if you like. And I'll just get into how it opens straight away so you can see that happen. So you've got a pin here. I don't know whether it focus. Can you get focus on that? There you go, you can make it out. So you pull the pin and make sure you push down on there, and that'll make the pin come out easily because the springiness of the metal sort of holds that pin in. And at this point you can swap hands. Put your thumb on there, hold the wings down because the spring wants to make them open. And get a good hold of it, hold the chain and the back of it, otherwise it will spring out of your hand. I had this happen and it makes a mess when it lands on the floor with the wings open. And then you just let your thumb go like that and it opens up. Ta-da! And inside, as you can see, this is where Lucy's hair's been woven. And yeah, can you make that out? I wonder if I can just make that a little bit lighter. There you go, you can make the hair out a bit better there. So yeah, I've had this woven around these points here, and I've had it so the angel is holding on to that hair and giving it a hug, which I thought was quite a nice touch. And there's the little L for Lucy at the bottom there. So there we go, that's the inside. Now, so when you're closing it, this is quite important, you need to make sure this is done in the right order. Just because the wings, there was going to be a spring system in there that pushed the wings down. Can you get those little springs there? They were going to go inside to make those gold wings come down, but overcomplicated a little bit. They made it too fat. It kind of was too much to have that and the wings underneath the wing casings. It was too bulky, so I had to get rid of them. Gravity, I think, works pretty well. So that again, you fold the wings up and see the hole there. The gold wings have to just get the tips beyond the hole, because obviously the hole is going to go over this point here with the hole in it. That's the catch, if you like. So push that down, tip it this way and they'll sort of fall. If you tip it that way, they'll stay open, you know. And then that goes through there. And then same with this side, push the wing tips just beyond that little hole and tip it and they'll stay. And you'll see there, just the tip of the wing wants to sort of get in the way, but that's fine. It just make sure it goes above the post, and then just hold it down. And if you can you make that out? Will it focus on that? No, there's a little hole in that post. There, you can see it there. And if you just push the wings down, it reveals that hole, and then this little pin goes back through there. And it can be a little bit of a faff to get that through, but when you push it, and it'll just click, and then when you let the pressure off, the sort of the metal wants to expand and open, and that pushes against that post and makes it so that pin is quite secure. So that's nice and solid. I quite like that. I went for simplicity with this catch design as opposed to trying to make it overcomplicated. I did spend quite a lot of time trying to overcomplicate it, but went with simple in the end. So I'll show you that again. Pull the pin, holding it down with your thumb there. Put your other thumb on there and get good hold of it, and then just let go. If you try and do it flat, obviously the wings will stay up like that and won't drop down. So if you're trying to show it off, just do it at an angle. Therefore the wings will do what they're supposed to do. There we go. Oh, shiny, shiny. So care. The rivet points here, they're quite loose to allow for these wings to drop, but if you get a little bit of dirt or grit in behind these wings, it's going to stop them falling down so easily. So the best way to clean it is just with a little toothbrush and some soapy water. Run the wing under the water and just move it like that, and just give it a little brush around here, and the water will wash the grit out and it should start working again if that ever becomes a problem. For cleaning inside here behind the case, behind the hair and the arms, I'm going to give you one of these cloths. It's got an anti-tarnish sort of substance on it, a powder that will get rid of the tarnish and hopefully protect it for a while as well. But if you have to, it will tarnish, that's going to happen. But if you need to get in behind here, you can use a matchstick and that cloth and just be very delicate and rub around the hair and all of these anchor points here, and that will help remove some of the tarnish. I mean, I've made this with rivets in the hinges through here, as many places as I can. I've made it riveted as opposed to soldered or a permanent fix, so it can be taken apart and cleaned and repaired if necessary. And that is true of the back as well. So again, these springs, let's see if I can see that operating. Can you make that out there? So the springs move like so on the chain here. Now the chain's going to stretch, the chain possibly as well and the spring are going to stretch slightly, so this will become slightly looser over time, and this will be a collection point also for dirt and grit. So again, toothbrush, soapy water, run that under there, and that should get rid of that. If you do clean it like that with water, make sure you dry it. Maybe leave it on a radiator possibly, or just wherever you can that will allow it to dry. Otherwise it will tarnish a lot faster if you don't. Other than that, yeah, I think that should do it. What have I forgotten? Yeah, if it's open like that, then if you drop it, it's very likely to get damaged because of obviously these wings are quite fragile. When it's closed, it's not too bad. It can take a bit of a hit, I suppose, but under its own weight, if it lands on these chains especially, or the hinges, then that's going to cause a problem. It may not work properly, you know, if that happens. But if that happens, give me a call and I'll see what I can do to fix it. There we go. And that is your Angel Locket. There you go. Hope you enjoy it. Okay. Speak to you soon. Bye bye.